Hello everybody, welcome back to another video on my 173 world. So a couple things from last video. I did a little bit of exploring because I wanted to find some clay and some spruce wood. So I managed to find a lot of clay. Most of it I did make into some bricks for some builds that I have done, and I will show you those in a second. But I got a good stockpile of clay going on, so I definitely want to incorporate just the clay blocks in the build. But also, I have enough for bricks down the line. I don't really build too much with bricks. I kind of use them only for chimneys and stuff like that, but I do definitely want to start incorporating more fully brick builds into my world. As you can see here, I also did get some spruce wood. I got plenty of saplings too, so we got a good stockpile of that. But the most notable thing is out here. Now, the only thing that I'm a little bummed about is that I haven't really done anything over here in between videos. I was gonna terraform, but I started working on something else because I felt like this area was a little empty. So I didn't build a building over there or terraform, but I will. So don't worry, that's gonna happen soon. But for now, I just wanted to work on this because I felt like it was a little empty. But over here, as you can see, I've gotten a lot kind of done with this area. I've used up a lot of cobblestone. A lot of resources have gone into this. I'm definitely going to need to go mining again soon to get more cobblestone, but I built this wall because I'm planning on having a whole bunch of buildings you can see over there. I'll show you those in a second over on this side, and kind of having this be the start of my little town or little city, as you could call it. I do want to find some way to kind of have this come level with this area, but I might just have it kind of extend and you could walk over there through this. But if we go over here, as you can see, I've extended out this area quite a bit. I'm thinking about doing one side of this birch wood and another side of this spruce wood, because I'm starting to build a lot of stuff that needs different types of woods and different kind of detailed blocks. So I think that's how I'm going to extend this tree farm out this way. Now over here, as you can see, I've been flattening out and placing a bunch of dirt blocks over here to kind of get some room started for where I'm expanding to build the city. Now right here, I posted this on Reddit once I finished it. This is a little cafe. When I first started this build, I really had no direction with it. I just kind of started building and it eventually just spawned into a cafe. I was like, you know what, why not? I put some chairs and tables out here, but going inside, it's very cozy in here. As you can see, I have like where you would make coffee, tea, or whatnot, get food from the cafe, and a bunch of chairs, some paintings on the wall, some foliage in here. Now, if you go up this staircase, up here, I really didn't know what to do up here. So I just kind of continued with the same thing I did below. Some tables, paintings, more foliage, and I did a little bookcase and bookshelf over here to have it kind of like a reading area where you can relax, drink some coffee, and have a good time, I guess you could say. But yeah, this is the first thing that I started building. I really like the way the green wool looks. I definitely want to start using that in a lot more builds. I think wool is definitely a very versatile block, especially in beta, because you don't really have too many colored blocks like concrete and terracotta and stuff like that. So I definitely think that I want to start using more colored wool. But I really like the way that this roof turned out, because it's keeping up with the same style that I've been building over there, and I want to continue that with at least my new city or my little town. I wouldn't even call it a city, I would just say more of a town. I want to keep more of that style over there. So I got the roof all done, and I really like the way it kind of flows and is natural as opposed to just a straight roof like I did over there for those houses. Nothing wrong with that, but I think I like the way this looks a lot more. It's very visually appealing. Now, this is what I just got done building before I started this video, because I want to extend stuff out this way. And now I'm planning, because a viewer actually mentioned something about me building a diagonal building over there that leads to the lighthouse. And I'm still going to do that because that's a great idea. But I do think that I'm going to build one right here. I think it would fit very nicely over here and kind of match with at least how everything flows over here. So I wanted to build something right here kind of for filler, and I'm going to have it go this way. I've never built one before, and I'm a little worried, but I think I could do it. It'll take a little trial and error, but I'll get it done. But as you can see up here, the roof kind of follows that like natural. Over here it's kind of straight, but a little bit natural feeling. I didn't put anything on the inside of here. I don't know what I'm going to make this building yet, but I will find something and kind of just decorate in here accordingly to what I think would fit best. Now, I also have plans. I didn't really do anything for the back of these buildings because I have a plan that I want to make a little alleyway in between the back of these buildings, and I'm going to make more that go through here, so both sides have buildings on them, and I'll build more over here and stuff going out that way because I've had a lot of flat land from tearing down all these trees, so I want to continue and try to fill all this space in because I felt like this area was a little too empty compared to everything else. But yeah, this is pretty much what I've gotten done since the last video. And like I said, don't worry, I'm going to finish over there. I'm not going to leave it incomplete. But for now, I wanted to get stuff done over here because like I said, I think this area was just been too empty for too long. But I've been placing a bunch of grass and stuff. It's very, very empty under there. I need to go under there and light it up. For now, I think it's time that I want to start working on this diagonal building. Alright, before I start building this next house, I just want to add a little bit of an overhang for this door entry, similar to what I did over here with just this door right there. Add some fence posts, place down a torch, and that's done. And I think that adds just a little bit of more detail to this outside of this house. Now, this diagonal house, I've been thinking about it and how I'm going to do this. I was playing around with some designs in a test world, and I'm being a little bit ambitious for how I'm going to do this. It's a little bit of a different design than these houses, but it follows the same structure. But like I said, I'm a little bit ambitious with how I'm going to get this done. So I'm going to try it out and we'll see how this goes. And I'm going to start it right here on the corner of this house. This is where the door is going to be. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out how to do this little doorway. But I think if I leave this block out, I can make a door right here. It'll be a double door and you can go in. But other than that, I'm just going to build this up just a little bit. Alright, now I'm going to add a window here. And maybe I'll put a window here and a window here. I don't have any glass on me, but once I get glass, I'll add a window here. It's only going to be one floor. I'm going to need some stone slabs, though, because I want to add a little bit of more detail out here. I'm also going to get some glass for these windows here. Alright, get this glass in here, and then now I'm going to place some wood down here for this doorway. I'm not too sure if this will work, but I think it will. There we go. That looks pretty good. You can still get in normally. I like that. I think I'll just throw a couple stairs out here for some detail. Next, I'm going to start working on this roof, because I think this is pretty much the outline that I want for this entire build. I also have to extend over here a little bit more. Alright, there we go. That's pretty much the entire outline of this house. I am going to throw a chimney on both sides. So, that's pretty much the start. So, I'm just going to get cracking at this and kind of get stuff built up. And I will check back once I think I got a decent amount done. Alright, so this is pretty much the sides of the house completely done. This is what I wanted those slabs for, to kind of have it go up. And now the roof is going to follow this. These are going to be on the outside, and the roof is going to be kind of on the inside of that to add some texture and some depth to it. But other than that, yeah, this is coming out very good. I'm actually really surprised. All right, so this is what I have going on for the roof. And I really like the way this turned out. I definitely want to do more diagonal buildings, but more that are taller than this one, because this is really just one floor. And obviously, I mean, you could make a second floor in there, but I'm not going to do that. But I really like the way this roof turned out. Now, I just got to go on the other side and replicate what I did over here and add my finishing touches for these chimneys, and this building is all done. Alright, so that's pretty much this entire building done. I'm going to go through and I think add a little bit more detail on the outside, because I think it's a little too blank, but other than that, I'm really happy with how this turned out. My first time doing a diagonal building, and I think it looks really, really good. Obviously, like I said, haven't done anything on the interior yet. The ceiling's a little weird looking, but other than that, I think I'm just going to do the floor, and I'll try to find something to put in here. Same thing for that building. I think I'm going to change these stairs right here to wooden stairs so that it has a little bit more contrast with this roof. There we go. Yeah, I like that a lot better. All right, I'm going to get this floor in here done. And then after that, I'm going to extend this path this way and then fill in this with stone like I did over here. I also think I'm going to put a little like water well right here just to kind of fill in some space. Don't know why they would have a water well in the middle of a town, but you know, it's my town. I'm gonna do whatever I want. Just being down here, you can see how dark it is. It's literally an abyss. That's why I'm gonna have to go through here and fill in with torches so that nothing can spawn down there. Alright, I just need to grab a little bit more gravel and finish this path. All right, now I'm going to fill the rest of this in with stone. I'm going to make this little well thing, I think, right here. Cobblestone around. Really gonna be real simple. Just do this. Let's get some stairs. I don't like that. I think I'm gonna try to make it a little smaller than this. All right, there we go. That's a little bit smaller, and I think I like the way that looks a little bit. I need to get some water placed in here, and I also think I'm going to place a bit of glowstone either down here or at the top there. All right, now that we got this building done, I do think that I'm just kind of coming up with this on the whim. I really don't have no plan for any of this, which I really should, but I think what I want to do is I want to have this path kind of continue off this way. So I'll have it a little break in the buildings and have it continue off this way and have more buildings on this side. And obviously, like I said, I want more buildings on this side because I'm going to have it, you know, dual layer and back here be like a little alleyway. But for now, I think my plan is I'm going to fill in this area with what dirt I have. And then I think I'm going to make one more diagonal building right here. and that'll lead into this area, making more things over here. I think this building is gonna be the same style as this one right here, with sandstone and the spruce, but I also think it's gonna be a little bit taller. Instead of it being 2 blocks each layer, I think it might be 3 blocks. But we're gonna have that over here, and you're gonna have multiple entrances, one on this side and then another on this side. And then I think that should be good for at least this little area. So I'm just gonna get this stuff filled in as much as I can. Alright, so then I'm gonna have this path, I think, split off into kind of like a Y, but I think I'm gonna have it come back just a little bit. Alright, I don't know why, but this took me forever to kind of try to figure out how to do this little split, but I think I like it the way it is right now. So it'll come off this way and go, obviously, like I said, over here, and then this path will go more this way, and I think right here is where I'm gonna put the next diagonal building. I'm gonna get all this stuff dug out, and we should be good. I'm also gonna quickly make another shovel while I'm at it. While I was at it, I also grabbed my bed because I keep going all the way back to the house to go to sleep at night. So now it'll make things a little bit easier. Just 1 block short of finishing this. You know, it would be just my luck. Alright, so that path is pretty much done, and like I said, I think right here is where I want this other building to be, and I want it to be directly across from this one. Now, this was 2 blocks away from the path, so I think I'm going to follow the same kind of outline for this one right here. Alright, it's not quite 2 blocks like over here, but I like this distance a lot more. Alright, now there's the outline to this building, and like I said, I'm going to have this completely follow this one, but I think instead of being entirely like this building, I'm going to have it be the height of the cafe and kind of follow the same structure and outline, but I'm going to get this filled out pretty quickly. Alright, so this is what I got for pretty much the design of this building. I am going to need to get some more glass because I only have 6 pieces left, but this is pretty much it. And I like the way this looks. It's kind of a cross between this building and the cafe, and I definitely think that this is going to look a lot better once it's completely finished. So I'm just going to get some glass, and I'm going to start cracking away at these other sides of the wall. Alright, get this in here. Let's get this smelted up. And I'm also going to take some of these saplings out and plant them over there because I'm definitely going to need a little bit more spruce wood. This might be enough to finish that house. If not, I always want to have a backup plan and get some of that done. I'm running severely low on cobblestone though. It's actually bad. I'm going to need to go and strip mine a little bit because this is pretty much the last of my cobblestone. Alright, so there's the outside shell of the building done. Now, I just gotta figure out how to do this roof, because this is gonna be a little bit harder than that one. But I think I can manage to do that. It shouldn't be too hard. I'm gonna try knocking this roof out, and then once that's done, I'm gonna replace around here with stone, and then fill in the rest of that floor with wood, and then that should probably be it. Alright, so this is pretty much the roof completely done. Like I said, I'm following pretty much the same structure of all the roofs that I've done over there and over here, but this turned out pretty good. Now, like I said, all I want to do now is just fill this area in with stone and get this floor done inside here. Now, like I was saying in my last video, I started playing on an SMP server called Beta Lands, and I've been playing on there for a few weeks now. I think like 2 weeks I've been playing on it for, and I really enjoy it. I haven't been playing as much, at least this past week, because I've been doing a lot on this world, but I'm gonna get back on there and start adding a lot more builds to my area. I've got a nice little town starting on that world too, but it's not using the same building style that I've been doing, like, at least with this world. But I am going to make some videos, I think, with that server. I'm not too sure how I want to go about it yet, because at least right now, the videos are going to be formatted the same as, you know, my single-player world, like the world that I'm playing on right now. So I'm still debating whether or not I want to do, like, a spawn tour, and then kind of like a tour of my area, and then just build a couple things, but I don't know. I'm not too sure what I want to do yet. I don't want things to be too boring, you know? But yeah, I've been pretty active in that community and on the Discord and kind of talking and chatting with people, and I really enjoy it so far, and I really want to make a video on it. But like I said, I'm still not too sure how to go about it, so let me know if you guys would like to see that. I think either way I'll make a video on it, but I'm really not too sure, so just let me know your guys' thoughts on that. I'm sure I could work something out, but either way, I've been playing on there for a while now, and I really enjoy it. I'm also debating, too, whether or not I make a Discord server. I don't know. I'm still relatively small. You know, we hit 100 subscribers, and I still really, really appreciate the support from everybody, but I don't know if I have enough viewers to go about making a Discord server yet. I really want to, because it would be a good way to interact with people and kind of notify subscribers about my uploads and, you know, just discuss everything kind of about beta and maybe some alpha stuff, mostly beta, because at least that's what I've been playing. But either way, I don't know. I'm not too sure if I want to make a server yet. I still have to go about trying to figure out how to moderate it and stuff like that. And I'm really not too inclined. I don't really know how to go about making a server. Like, I know my way around, and I'm sure I could figure it out, but I've never done it before, so it would definitely be another learning curve. But just let me know. Let me know your guys' thoughts on that, if you guys would like me to create a Discord server for the channel. And it would be a good way for all of us to discuss and interact with each other, so let me know your guys' thoughts about that. My inventory is literally busting at the seams right now. I'm completely full right now. But yeah, here's the second building. I'm really happy with how this turned out, too. I think this looks really good. I like how this path kind of goes in between these buildings right here. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of bothers me that this one's not exactly the same amount apart from this one, but I'll get over it. It's not gonna be that big of a deal, but I definitely want it to come out over here and add some more stuff going this way and obviously that way. I think this is just gonna wrap around and connect to the path over there. I'm still trying to figure out how to connect this to the main path over here. Like I said earlier, I want to extend the tree farm over here, and I think I'm going to create like a little wall around it, but I'm not too sure how to incorporate these paths together, and I think I might leave like a little space right here for this one to kind of wrap in between and have it go this way and then go that way, and that's really my only idea of how to connect it. I really didn't think that through. I also might get rid of this little part and then just, like I said, extend it out that way, but for now, this is kind of what I've got going on, and I'm really happy with how this whole entire area is turning out. It's starting to come together pretty fast, so I'm pretty excited about that. I do think, though, this is where I'm going to leave this video off at. I'm sorry for the shorter uploads recently. I've kind of just been doing a lot in these worlds, and I've been editing them down to make them shorter. Like I said in the last video, please let me know your thoughts if you guys like the longer, more drawn-out videos, or if you like the shorter, kind of more straight to the point. I still think they're very relaxing, and you can kind of just put on in the background. I'm still gonna make my longer videos. I've just been kind of editing them to be more straight to the point. I'm very happy with how this whole area is turning out. I'm really looking forward to see this area once I've got it really built up. Definitely by my next video, things are gonna be already a lot different. But yeah, like I was saying, I probably will think of stuff to put inside these buildings in between the videos. I'm not too sure what I could do yet. If you guys have any suggestions, please let me know. That'll be very much appreciated. But other than that, yeah, I also am going to continue to work over there. I want to throw in a building, kind of another diagonal building over there, and then terraform, but I really need to get some cobblestone. I'm really low, and I think a lot of what I'm going to be doing is gathering more resources before I start really building up again. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to continuing this world. I have so many big plans, and I'm just kind of, a lot of the time, I'm just winging it, so I think it's going to turn out great. But yeah, again, like I said, if you guys have watched this far into the video, if you guys have any suggestions for interiors, please let me know. And then the same thing for a Discord server. I would really like to do that, but I still don't think I have enough viewers to start one of those. But if you guys would like to join, please let me know. And again, I probably will be making a video on the beta SMP server that I'm on. Not too sure what I want to do for that yet, but I will think of something. Thank you guys very much for watching. And I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one.